Hey guys, my name is CONSTRUCTOR'S Gaming and today I'm another video and today I'm back with part 21 of my F1 2019 career mode here for Azerbaijan, the finale of season 1. Yeah, and finally the ultimate drag update has been put on the car. We're still the slowest car on the track. But yeah, we just need to, before the season ends, we need to get as many resource points as possible, and we need to finish off and save, slash protect that for next season. That is what we need to protect. So we've got 878 right now, and yeah, we should be able to save that ultimate drag reduction upgrade. There we go. We're going to save it now. It's only 748 resource points. So there we go. All the aerodynamic upgrades we've made throughout the season are now saved and going to be on the car for season 2. So hopefully that drag around this track should help quite a lot. But let's go into qualifying for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
Here we are at the beautiful Yas Island circuit where qualifying is about to begin. So sit back, relax and enjoy the action. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk and just how much of it are you willing to take. You're constantly balancing the car on the edge of grip from braking, cornering and traction, and over the course of a lap, it's easy to get that balance wrong, and that's why achieving the perfect lap is almost impossible. As you say, I've been doing this 30 years now, and it never gets any easier.
So here we are in Q1, setting our first lap time, and yeah, hopefully it's enough to get us through. We put us P3 right now, ahead of Science at least. But yeah, this is our final run in Q1. We've dropped in the last place so far. Everyone's improved. We're going to be the last, second to last P car to set a lap time. Going very wide at turn 1, actually gaining some time, so it's not too shabby there. Through the first couple of flat out left and right hand corners. Now go end the first sector, fastest in the first sector, through the chicane, the first of the track. Now the hairpin, there's quite a lot of time to lose here, to be honest with you. You get out of the power a lot earlier than the AI, then you should be gaining a lot of time. If you wait too long, then you're going to lose some time, especially down this long straight. You'll be slowly lose more and more time. Qualifier's now complete as we head down this really long back straight. The first of the 2 DRS zones of the track go very deep into the second hairpin. I don't know what that line was, to be honest with you. And yeah, now done the second straight with the DRS enabled. Little curve. I don't know what this start procedure bit is. We're only up by a couple of tenths though, so this is going to be enough to move us forward up the grid. Hopefully it is going for the triple chicane, going deep in the left-hander, and then the right-hander we get pretty decent, and then the left-hander we cut the curve a little bit. Missing the apex there, going a little bit wide on the exit, now going through to heading up to this double apex right-hander, 2 right-handers actually, now into the hotel section, clipping the curb, getting the apex pretty nicely there, and now the left-hander also getting the apex, going a bit wide onto the curb, a little bit faster through this curve than you could. You can take the car out a little bit wider than the racing line says. You actually did gain quite a lot of time, cutting the curve, corner, going through the penultimate corner, now the last corner, clipping the apex, not getting on the curb, getting a better traction up to the line. It's going to pass P17 for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Not too shabby. I mean, it's a pretty decent lap. There's a couple of mistakes that probably would have lost us some positions there, depending on how close it was. Lance Stroll actually managed to get through himself, so yeah, we actually managed to qualify Russell, but maybe those us going deep probably could have got us out. These 5 attempts we lost compared to Albon. Those 5 attempts may or may not have been able to scrape us through. I'm not sure, but we finally beat Albon in our little rivalry there, so not too shabby, not too shabby. Going to get a couple of extra resource points for that. I'm not complaining. So yeah, not the best qualifying session of the year. Would definitely be I'd rather have a better qualifying than that, but hey ho, it is what it is. We're going to get 393 resource points, moves up to nearly 400 there. That's going to be, we're not going to spend any, 473 we've got right now. Not going to spend any of that yet until we get, oh actually we are, well we would do if we could. We would have secured that chassis upgrade on the car. But yeah, we might as well save our resource points until we get to the end of this race and the end of the weekend. Ready to start next season, and then we'll purchase upgrades and they'll be guaranteed to be on the car. We've got 89 points in total through this career mode so far. We're not going to take a new power unit, I doubt. There's not really much point, it's not really that broken. But yeah, all the aerodynamics is done. Everything upgrade-wise for the season is on the car. The car, this is the fastest the car will go all season. Let's go to the race for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for the finale for Season 1 on my F1 2019 career mode.
So here we are, ready to go racing for one final time this year. Another season of victories, controversies and rivalries lies in our wake. And just one challenge remains here in the United Arab Emirates on a circuit that made its spectacular debut back in 2009. Welcome to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The drivers will be racing here at the Yas Island circuit through 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass, with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, turns 8 and 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed, and plenty of drama to be found in the laps ahead. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton. What a season they've had. A well-deserved championship victory, and the pressure now surely off with the title already in the bag.
I agree it's been a truly impressive season, but championship or no, I don't think they'll be gently cruising around to the finish line. In fact, with points no longer a concern, there's a lot less to risk, so we may even see a more aggressive approach.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Weber, Leclerc, Sebastian Vettel and Verstappen, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Magnussen and Roman Grosjean. Stroll, Albon, Nico Hülkenberg. They've taken a grid penalty. And Sainz, Joker, Russell, Pierre Gasly and Devon Butler. Perez and Lando Norris starts from the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So here we are on the grid ahead of the finale for the F1 2019 Season 1. But yeah, we've actually gained a couple of positions there by penalty, so that's pretty decent. We're going to underfield a car as throughout the season we've done most of that this season. With a little bit of extra fuel, and it's turned out to shoot us in the foot, considering that we gained so much fuel throughout this race, out the races. So yeah, we're going to take all the fuel out as much as we can. That's what we're doing at the end of this season. And hopefully we'll be able to gain us some time. This is going to be a tricky track for us. Only the middle sector and the first sector is going to be probably the best for us. The last sector is going to be awful. Our chassis is so bad. It's unbelievable, really. That might be where we focus all our attention on. Well, most of our attention on for Season 2. If we don't actually get this car, if we don't win a couple of races going into Season 3. If we don't win at least 5 races in Season 3, then I'm going to change cars. So I don't want to be Williams. I want to get this career mode done. I don't want to be doing it forever. But we are on the grid with 2, 3, 4, 5 laps ahead of the finale for the 2019 Season 1 career mode. Lights out and away we go. We've had an alright start compared to Hülkenberg, but as soon as we go into Gear 3 again, he pulls away. That's the pattern we've had all season long. We're side by side with our teammate into turn 1. We've lost a position to him. Not really an overtaking place turn 1 there, so Russell still managed to do it, but that's mostly off the start. But we've lost a position. Got down to P16 going through the turn 3. Well, yeah, 3. But under the braking, this is probably the main overtaking spot just so far on lap 1 as we freeze. Around the outside of Hülkenberg into the right-hander, and we're going to get the move done up into P14. Just by the time we get to the hairpin. So that's pretty decent. That's alright start. We've gained 1 position off our starting position. Not too shabby. We're slipstreaming Sainz here. This is going to be an absolute slipstream fest. We're going to be slipstreaming the McLaren. He's pulled out to defend, but we're going to go further up the inside than he was expecting. He's locked up a little bit under braking. We're actually going to go 3 wide with one of the Toro Rossos here. Round the outside we go on the curb. It's going to give us a really bad exit compared to Sight and Albin, who is the Toro Rosso, but it's nipping into the slipstream of all two or both of the cars there. We also had Hulkenberg having a look. We've got the inside of Albin. We've got past the Thai driver, going very deep into the triple chicane on lap 1 here, and we've moved ourselves up into P12 for this Azerbaijan Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in here in Dubai. So yeah, we've moved on to lap 3 now. It's not taken, well, we haven't been able to catch Lance Stroll. We're going to defend the inside line fully. Sights is, well, actually Hulkenberg with DRS has managed to go straight past us, easy as you like. We're going to probably lunge up the inside going into the chicane. No, we're not. We're just going to hold behind the German driver and see what happens, and see if we can like lose the slipstream and the DRS, because there is the detection zone is between the two, or in the chicane basically, on the exit. So we're going to slipstream the German driver. We're going to go round his outside maybe. Yes, we are. We're going to have the inside line for the right-hander, which we're going to take, cut across him on the third corner for chicane, and easy peasy, and we're up at P12. Lap 8 now, about 5 laps later. Hulkenberg's going to round our outside into triple chicane. We have the inside line for the end of the finale of that chicane, and we managed to keep on to P12, just for now at least, anyway. But now at the end of lap 8, we're coming for our first pit stop. The soft tyres only managed to do 8 laps. It's not actually that bad, to be honest. There wasn't actually that many people who are starting on the softs, about 5 of us really, 6 of us actually, by the looks of it, who have pitted on this lap. I mean, we've got the pit stop efficiency bonuses, so we should be able to gain some time through the pit stop, which is not too shabby. 1.8 second pit stop. The AI are probably doing about 2.5 second pit stop, so it's not actually that bad. Through the tunnel, pretty decent. It's not exactly the best for viewing, but it's a pretty decent exit, I would say. I quite like it, around Abu Dhabi at least. But yeah, moving up on lap 10, we've moved up ahead of Gasly somehow. Grosjean's still ahead of us. He's definitely going to stay in front of us for this Grand Prix. Lap 11 and a lap later, we're moving up the inside. Well, up the inside. We're moving back up into P12. Grosjean's only up the road, but he's going to slowly pull away from us as Perez is now having a look around or outside down this straight on lap 16. He got the DRS, easy peasy with that Mercedes power unit, and by the looks of it, that should be him getting the move done. Is it now? Yes, it was. Lap 17, a lap later though, this is us slipstreaming him down the back straight. We're going to go to the outside. He's defended the inside line twice. He is on the faster tyres. He's cut the corner there, cheeky from the Mexican, and we're back up into P12 for the Yas Marina Circuit Grand Prix. I don't know why I said that. I just read the banner, and that's what happens. But Nico Hulkenberg on lap 17 is out of the Grand Prix with smoke pouring out the back of his Renault. So that's one less person to worry about overtaking us. So not too shabby indeed. That's pretty decent, to be honest. One less person to worry about. Lap 17 though, going on to lap 18. Ricciardo's in the pits, so is Kimi Raikkonen. I don't think we're basically a pit stop ahead of us, as on lap 18 we're coming in for our final pit stop. I think it's going to be another set of medium tyres, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it is. Grosjean as well as Perez. No, Stroll actually. Is it Stroll? Yeah, it's Stroll are into the pits. Russell is behind us. He's got it. Well, he's ahead of us, but he hasn't pitted yet, so that's why he's ahead of us. So not too shabby. A 1.8 again from our team. So probably the fastest pit stop of this. Well, it's actually faster than what this is in real life. So not too shabby. We're coming out in P16. So that should be us in P12 by the time this race ends. But Ricciardo actually is only just in front of us, so that's actually not too bad. We was fighting him before we come into the pits. I think he was just ahead of us, maybe. But yeah, lap 20 we've managed to catch the Aussie driver. He's getting held up by Perez just in front of us. He actually jumped us in the pits, I may say so, but he pitted before us and he undercut us. So yeah, the undercut worked quite well for the Aussie driver. So did the Mexican of Perez. So they've made the undercut work fantastically. They're going side by side, going to the chicane down the end of the back straight. We're going side by side with Gasly, who's got the inside line for the right-hander of the chicane. We're going to go wide on the curve, getting a little bit less traction than the Red Bull. We shouldn't really be fighting the Red Bull, considering he is a Red Bull, and he's a lot faster than us. So we are going to actually slipstream him, stay in his slipstream, help him. Hopefully he pulls us along. Go for the triple chicane though. We are quite a lot faster than the AI, so we might have a run. Going into the right-hander at the end of the triple chicane. Yes, we are. Perez has also got up the inside of Ricciardo, so that's a double overtake out that corner. That's got some action this Grand Prix, so that's pretty decent. And yeah, but Perez is actually under pressure. Once again, this is actually a pretty decent battle from the AI. Ricciardo and Perez going at it throughout this Grand Prix, and yeah, they're still going at it. Perez has got 2.5 laps to hold on to Is it P11 they're fighting for? Yes, P11. Grosjean's got the final points per position, so this is not for points. It's bloody Perez has gone to Narnia with that lockup. Ricciardo, get out of the way, please. You're going so slow. I'm literally pushing him along, and yeah, we don't have that long to get past this Aussie driver as well. On a lap later, down the back straight, we're gonna have DRS and Slipstream. He's gonna have it on Perez, but Perez is somehow just pulling away. Look at this. We're gonna go round his outside. Massive lockup from the Ricciardo there, and we're up into P12 with 1.5 laps remaining of this Grand Prix. Can we catch Perez? I highly doubt it, but Valtteri Bottas is coming around the last corner to win the finale of the 2019 Season 1. He's won the finale there, so Bottas, congratulations to him. We have half a lap basically to catch up to Perez. I don't really see it happening because we've got the tricky chassis dependent circuit, but at the end of the session, end of the race end of the season, we're going to come home for a P12. We're not going to end the season with points, but a pretty decent drive overall, like in total there. So congratulations to Mercedes on their win. They've been pretty dominant throughout the season. I don't know how many wins they've got in total. I know they've won a Constructors' Championship like 3 or 4 races ago. They've also won the Drivers' Championship with Lewis Hamilton, so they've had a pretty dominant season this year. Probably what's going to happen in real life too, which is a bit unfortunate. Lewis Hamilton looks like he's walking away with the championship so far. We've been actually like highlighted there, getting out of our car. Pretty decent. I'm starting to like.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight.
I'm actually starting to like Red Bull. Our helmet even more than what I did at the start of the season. I quite like it, to be honest. Not big like blowing my own trumpet, but yeah, it's not too shabby. Sebastian Vettel spraying us with champagne, as you do. He hasn't really had the best season here in his Ferrari. I don't know if he'll be racing for next season with the Ferrari. Maybe the driver transfers will shaft him. Maybe they will, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. I've actually recorded up to Azerbaijan for Season 2. I've recorded Australia, Bahrain and China, so they'll be out soon, I'm guessing. I don't know how soon, but yeah, we finished the season in P7 in the Drivers' Championship. Our teammate finished in P19, so not really the best from George. He needs to up his game going into Season 2, but Claire wants to speak to us for the final time in this season. What you got to say, Claire? Judging from today's race, it's been pretty hard to fend off Devon Butler when they want to pass. Yeah, it's definitely hard. Helps to have a great team and a great car behind you to help defend from those positions. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? Our aero package is nothing else on track. Would you say that Alex Albon is still on your level? I've got a lot of respect for him. He actually really pushed me. He didn't really, to be honest. But yeah, now. This is our final time. Yas Island, Yas Marina Circuit's actually been changed to on the game. I don't know if that's like copyright strike, like copyrights or not. I don't really have a clue. But yeah, Emma actually wants to speak to us about our contracts, and she's going to be a gold digger, kinda. The gold digger in the form of a agent. But we're going to get 2,500, well 2.6 nearly. Resource points going into Season 2 to spend on upgrades. More than likely going to go with a chassis upgrade and probably a powertrain upgrade. No point going with aerodynamics because it will probably be taken off the car by the time we get to Australia, which would be a bit frustrating. We also have a new contract negotiation. We are actually going to go contracts. This game seem very easy. We're going to go with level 3 on everything. First driver, medium team goals, qualifying expectations like 17th. And 16th is going to be our race expectations there. But yeah, we got 2,600 resource points going into Season 2. We've also got interviews from Weber as well as Devon Butler, but we're not going to read them really. It's not really much point. But yeah, what upgrades are we going to be putting on this car? We finished the season with 92 points in the Constructors' Championship. Getting a podium in Belgium, which after a chaotic race. So that's pretty decent. That's the best result we had all season. But yeah, going into Season 2, we're going to finally get that two major chassis upgrades on the car going on to Australia, as well as a powertrain upgrade. And yeah, that's going to be the upgrades going into Season 2. Hopefully they boost our car. Hopefully a lot of cars get affected by that, by the aerodynamic change. Hopefully that happens, and hopefully we can gain some positions. But going into Australia, new season, not a new meet, exactly the same meet. Where have we moved up any positions? We was last, bottom of the performance charts. Where will we be going into Season 2? Will we have gained any positions? Hopefully we have. I mean, it'd be very disappointing if we haven't. It's going to be, that's going to be so annoying if we haven't. All 3 upgrades on the car. Magnussen has moved to Alfa Romeo. Raikkonen has been let go. Perez has moved to Haas, replacing Magnussen, and Giovinazzi has replacing Perez at Racing Point. So 3 new drivers, 3 transfers, and we've only actually moved up 1 position in the performance charts, just ahead of Racing Point. So we're not actually the worst car on the track. That's not too shabby. We can now finally get upgrades for the aerodynamics. We've only got how many have we got there? We got 6, 8. We've got 9 upgrades to go for aerodynamics in total. We're the second best. But yeah, I can tell you now, recording China, the patch, the new 1.05 patch, got released before I recorded the Chinese Grand Prix. So Australia and Bahrain should be pretty decent races for us, and our performance will be affected going into China. But that's going to be the Season 1. Hope you guys have enjoyed. It'll be a couple of more days till we get to Season 2, I think. But anyway, that's for Season 1. I've been CJ Gaming, and I'll see you in Australia for Season 2. Bye.